It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Atlanta. It's the Seahawks and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. On the toss to Charbonnet. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give here to Charbonnet on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the air now with Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have struck first in this NFC title game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Cousins. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Yeah, what's up, Grief? Glad you could join us, dude. We're going to try to finish this season out here. Get into the draft. Conference championship, man. Hopefully we can get the Super Bowl. Nice.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. The 20. And he's out of bounds.
What a freaking beast, dude. Let's go.
Rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing is Cousins. Looking for London on the out route complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This is caught, and he'll take it into the...
Let's go, guys. Touchdown.
Ray McCloud, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On the option, it's Charbonnet. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Smith.
There we go. Let's go, defense. I really love this defense. We came a long way.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's McLeod on the return. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Cousins to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Robinson up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. These two teams all tied after one.
All right, good first quarter there. They kind of just ran down the field on his first drive, hit that touchdown. Defense did really well, though.
Looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got a man, it's London. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Hey, Steamer.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 55 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Back to Robinson now on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Hey, yo. Rhino.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ernest Jones, the linebacker.
I'd say that's one thing I want to do in the offseason, man, is build up the offensive line.
Fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
All right, let's go. Hit that hot route. You're right, Grief, it is.
Going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I got a bunch of good potential offensive linemen I could draft. I got the real draft class in there, so the draft should be interesting for sure. I'm going all offensive line in the first couple rounds.
Now Cousins locates Mooney on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Two. Wide. Wait,
Robinson will try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the fantasy draft is really neat. I haven't really ever got into it, but I don't think so, buddy. I don't remember that. Brief.
Robinson diving for the end zone.
Over the top, Emmitt Smith would be proud. Touchdown.
So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Coup for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no
Holy crap.
here. Yeah,
That's definitely a legendary lineup there, buddy. Then you had Chief in there, too.
Something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
Oh, come on now, guys. Play some defense.
Across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the
They're going to
drive.
do the running,
17
so.
yards and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4.
Yeah, the Chief didn't get a lot of props back in the day, but that dude's tough, man.
Because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards.
Oh, and that's a hell of a 6-man Rajon Rondo. My favorite point guards of all time.
Take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Charbonnet.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out
No
of
offense.
bounds.
He's
That's a first
heating
down
up
with
my
a cherry
secondary
on
right
top, 31 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Now it's Smith.
Oh, yeah, ball hawking, baby. Let's go.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I was watching that inside the whole time. That linebacker, I don't know how good he is in real life, but he's been a Defensive Player of the Year candidate for my team.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game.
Yeah, they have that Packers game was actually really tough. It took everything I had to get that W. I was surprised.
They'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll start on the ground here. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Holy crap.
And they are going to set up shop at the
Man, that's Robinson's first freaking fumble of the season.
Off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of
He never
scrambling to
fumbles.
find the
I don't
helmets.
know what the heck happened there. He just got hit, I guess.
You know both sides are screaming
Dang.
sudden change, because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field.
I'm glad because sometimes, man, the regular season, depending on who you play, it was relatively easy besides me throwing interceptions. That's just user error more than anything. Finally getting the hang of it now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he struggles.
There we go. There's that man again. Ellis solidifying our middle linebacking spot. We get the ball at halftime, too, so it's got to make a stop here.
Now 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Smith. Catches.
Oh, man, I had that alert, too, son. I knew they were coming over the middle. I just missed that.
First catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And that's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Smith.
Great coverage. Let's go 53.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first. Right
all right, we'll
15.
take that. We can take that. I was surprised.
As they'll head to the sideline.
We're at least going to have some time on the board. Maybe make a last drive before halftime here.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll have it in the red
Let's
zone.
go. Big play, Pitts.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Cousins again. And incomplete.
Man, I almost had that one. I was a little nervous, but stayed in front of him.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Cousins. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To throw, Cousins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught.
Let's go, Mooney. Touchdown.
John Mooney as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
There he is again. Ellis, fifth tackle of the half.
Their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers squaring off against the Buffalo Bills. For the Falcons in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, the veteran Kirk Cousins. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Lucky 48.
Play action now. Cousins. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
First.
On the give, here's Robinson. And some pretty strong.
Oh, man. Almost, guys.
And down to the 44. 77 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now. And that's a heck of a run.
Down to the 42, second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Cousins. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground with Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To throw is Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
There we go. Touchdown. Let's go, guys.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go.
Gino now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now run by Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he tries to force it in.
Oh, hell yeah, nice throw.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the
What's up, Demon? Good to see you, buddy.
Here at their own 3-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for
all right, let's see if we can finish the deal now, man. Cousins has 3 touchdowns already. This is Madden 25, Demon.
Strong and close this one out. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
We're going to run the ball here. We might mix in a couple passes just to keep them honest. Yeah, Madden 24. I had it too, buddy. This is probably the most realistic Madden I've ever played.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
109 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
All right, guys, 4th quarter, man. Closing in on the Super Bowl. We just got to win this last quarter and we'll be good to go. Like I said, I plan on playing the rest of this franchise tonight. We'll do the draft and stuff too. So if you guys are interested, hang around, man. Feel free to like and subscribe, man. No money cost, you know, just to follow up with the franchise. Good to see everybody.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line.
Nice run.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first.
We'll see, Hacker Jack. I like the name, by the way. It's a pretty cool name. Hacker Jack. It's actually in a public open league, actually. I'll have to look up the information on it, though. Play all Madden, 8-minute quarters. We're almost done with season 1 here.
Robinson with another carry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 more there and another first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Mixing a lot of counters.
In preseason, and all
I have a feeling we'll break one here in a minute.
And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
144 is not bad. See if we can break 200.
The ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
What a dot. Let's go, Mooney.
Again, as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think he continue to do so.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Cousins to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is.
Let's go, man. 4th touchdown pass.
Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession.
And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Great defense. Let's go.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
Oh, another gift. Let's go.
By A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. That's some strong running. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5.
All right, guys, that'll do it. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
Has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gunn, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.